Do not, and I cannot stress this enough, do not use vinegar on your natural stone. I don't care how great you think it's cleaning, you are damaging it little by little. On the other side, stop using Dawn. Don't use your dishwashing soap for your natural stone cleaning either. I don't care what dilution. I've seen it all. I've witnessed it all. With the vinegar, I've seen that more often than not, usually with cleaning companies. And the Dawn, I've seen that on trends where they're saying mix a little of this and put a little of this, and it'll do a great job cleaning. Okay, so let me define that. Let's do a quick little backstory. So number one, natural stone, your most important asset on your stone is your sealer, hands down. So the name of the game is to get a cleaning product that is going to do a great job cleaning while not removing sealer. Okay, now the way to remove sealer safely is by using a high alkaline product. Now what does that mean? It just means something that's on the pH scale of 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 on the pH scale. And what those are is that those are degreasers. And what is Dawn, for example? It's a degreaser. It is meant for degreasing. So if you look at the commercials, what is every single Dawn or any other dishwashing soap commercial all about? Cutting the grease, getting the grease. That's because it's highly on the alkaline side. So when you go ahead and you dilute a little bit of Dawn in a spray bottle, just a couple of drops, like they say, 2, 3 drops, and fill the rest with water, you're doing two things. Number one is you're using an alkaline cleaner to do a cleaning job on your natural stone surface. It's gonna clean amazingly. It's gonna do a great job because that's what it's meant to do. It's meant to clean and cut grease, but it's degrading your sealer. And the more that you use it, so you can put a little Dawn in a bottle, spray it, wipe it, you didn't do any damage. But if you continue to do that, day after day, week after week, just like eating McDonald's every day, you're not gonna see it on a gradual level. You're gonna see it over the span of X amount of time. Same thing with any kind of dishwashing detergent or soap. So that's number one. The second thing that you're doing is that you're leaving your stone in an alkaline state with suds, with soil. So let me ask you this. If you are in the practice of using some sort of dishwashing detergent on your stone, and primarily I see this a lot on granite, can you go onto your granite countertop right now and can you run your finger on it and can you see a little bit of a streak? Do you see a streak that no matter what you do, no matter what you clean it with, no matter what's going on, you can't get rid of it, it's always oily? That's because you used a detergent and you left it in an alkaline state. So how do you take things from an alkaline state to a neutral state? You rinse it. And you could rinse it with water or you could rinse it with a neutral cleaner. But the thing is that once you use something that's alkaline, you want to neutralize it by going to water to rinse off or a neutral cleaner to rinse off. So you bring it down. Now, if you end up using something like vinegar, vinegar is acidic. Now, when it comes to natural stone, there's two basic families. You have your calcium carbonate and you have your silicates. All that means is this stone family has calcium to a degree. So for example, a quartzite has very, very, very little calcium or calcite, very little. Where marble, it's all calcium. So depending on the amount of calcium in your stone determines the severity of the chemical reaction when encountered with acid. And vinegar is acidic. It is acid. If you take vinegar, it is acid. It's going to burn, which is why it's a great cleaner, because what it's doing, it's disinfecting by way of burning is what it's doing. So If you're the type that, you've used vinegar all your life, all this time, chances are you've got some other problems going on in your stone too, because what you're doing, just like on the alkaline side, you're doing on the acidic side, is that little by little by little, you're degrading and removing that sealer, leaving it susceptible to stains, leaving it and what is a stain? A stain is something pigmented. So that's a rule of thumb. If you see something that's transparent in color or something that's white in color, those are etches, those are not stains. So the etch is a chemical reaction where the stain is an absorption of. So if you have a granite countertop, and I have yet, well, I don't want to say I have yet to see one, but it's rare. It is rare that we come across a beige colored granite and not find dark spots. And that is because, for whatever the reason is, the type of stone, the type of element that is within those beige granites, for some reason, it attracts soil a lot more than, like, let's say in absolute black. It attracts. Now, back to the whole silicate and calcium, right? So if you have a calcium carbonate stone, acid will react to it. If you have a silicate, acid will not react to it. So let's say that, you're out there saying, what are you talking about, guy? I use vinegar, diluted vinegar on my granite countertop, and I don't have a problem. That's because it doesn't have calcium. That's why you don't have a problem. But it doesn't mean that you ever remove the sealer. Now, if you come back and you want to tell me that you haven't had an issue with staining on your granite countertop, that's because granite is by far one of the most densest, tightest stones out there that you could, and I say this with caution, okay? You could literally go without sealing it and never have a problem because it doesn't allow for absorption, but you could improve on the beading. So a good telltale, if you right now fall in either one of these categories and you want to know if your sealer's been degraded, so what you want to do is you want to go grab a cup, put a little bit of water in there, go to your stone, and just drizzle it. Drizzle a little bit of water. And what you're looking for is you're looking for beading. You're looking for separation. But if you see darkening, especially if you see darkening quickly, if it just drinks it, you've got no sealer on there. If you see it completely beading, just as soon as you put it on, it begins to just dance. It begins to separate, like having a really hot pot and pouring a little bit of water in there. You just see the water just kind of just beat up and start dancing. Same thing. And if you're somewhere in the middle, then that's how you determine where you are as far as your sealer on your natural stone goes. So taking all that into consideration, I plead with you, please stop using high alkaline grease cutting products or acidic products like vinegar for cleaning your stone. What you want to use is a neutral cleaner. The tough part is finding a neutral cleaner that works better than just water. And that's what we have here with our Clean Story Daily Marble and Granite Stone Cleaner. So don't let the name fool you. Call it marble and granite, part of the name, but it's safe on every type of stone. As far as a daily cleaner goes, it's more of a daily frequent cleaner. This is a cleaner used for surfaces that you keep up with, that you constantly keep up with. You have a cleaning person comes into your house every week, you give them a product, tell them to only use this, and it'll not only maintain a clean surface, but it won't damage, and it'll keep your sealer intact. Now, if you're looking for something stronger, then you're gonna wanna go with a deep cleaner. But the moment you go with a deep cleaner now that you learn a little bit more, is more on the alkaline side. So when you use alkaline side products, usually you need to follow up with replacing its sealer. So luckily for you, we're coming out with our sealer as well, and having our three products, our neutral cleaner, our deep cleaner, and our sealer all in hand, there isn't anything you can't tackle in your home, within reason, of course. We're talking about people that maintain the cleanliness of their locations, whether it's a property, a management property, a lobby, or a residential home. or a residential home the size of a lobby of a building. We've been in those too. So if you're looking for a different product, looking for a product that's safe for your natural stone, no matter where it is, indoor, outdoor, low to medium soil, will not damage anything around where your stone is located, and it will not degrade the sealer, and look no further. Hop on Amazon, order yours now. Your best bang for your buck is to order the combination where you have your concentrate, where you can formulate the dilution. Back here, we have the dilution to either refill your 32-ounce spray bottle or to do gallons. And if diluting is not your thing and you just want to get straight to it and you want ready to use, here it is. This one is set at a medium soil level. Pick yours up now.